guys, I'm the Drink Pro. Today I've got a real treat, the $10 special Mellow Corn. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Kyle the Drink Pro here yet again. Boy, aren't you excited, because today I'm drinking one of the finest $10 whiskeys that money can buy, Mellow Corn. This has been around for a long time. People probably have seen it on the shelves and not given it a second thought on the bottom shelf. Nice little screw cap. Screw cap, here we go. Booyah! People tend to look down on the sub-$20, sub-$30 whiskeys, but there's some real gems out there. And, you know, I was able to pick this bottle up for $9.99, which is unbelievably cheap. I got some $10 good stuff whiskey to drink for you today. And this is bottled in bond, which, you know, 4 years, 1 growing season, same distiller, all the bottled in bond regulations. That's really something. To get a guaranteed 4-year, 100 proof product for $10 from Kentucky. This is Kentucky straight corn whiskey. Now, it's important to note, this is not bourbon. This is corn whiskey. So Mellow Corn is actually 90% corn. It's corn whiskey. The other 10% is a mixture of rye and malted barley. Whiskey, to be considered bourbon, has to be, I believe, less than 80% corn. Above 80% and it becomes corn whiskey. So let's go ahead and give this a taste. Now you can see how light this is. Look at the color on this whiskey. And this is bottled in bond, so it's had at least 4 years, but it is incredibly pale. It almost looks like a white wine, it's so pale. And boy, the nose, you know, it's called Mellow Corn. That's what it smells like. It is dusty corn, 100%. I got a little bit of the vanilla, sort of like a vanilla extract, that very alcohol-forward vanilla. But on the nose, it's definitely got that dusty corn. I'm getting this vanilla sweetness. I actually do get a hint of that rye spice. The barrel doesn't show up at all, but there's a hint of a grainy spiciness to it. Otherwise, it's very sickly sweet. It's all vanilla extract. It's caramel. If you go digging in it, it actually has a little bit of interesting complexity in there. I'm getting a very, very slight tobacco note. And maybe even a very, very slight, like cooked pears or cooked apricots. Some sort of fruit, a sweet fruit. The predominant note, though, is definitely corn. All right, let's give it a taste. You know, I said some pretty nice things about this in the nosing. I was getting some really interesting notes. It's relatively complex, especially for something I got for $10. MSRP, I think, is $12 or $13. But the taste on this leaves a lot to be desired. It's definitely sweet. It's definitely corn forward. But it's almost got like a husk quality on the mid palate and finish. It's really just like you're using every part of the corn. Yep. Sweet corn flavor. Mid palate, you get this slight herbal bitterness that really does kind of taste like corn husk. Zero finish. Zero finish. It's not spicy. It's not hot. It doesn't burn. It doesn't have any flavor. It just disappears. You get sweet corn, husk, and it's gone. That might sound like a bad thing, but let me tell you, I have not had a good finish in anything that was $10. That just is unheard of. So to make it go away might be the best thing to do for a finish on a whiskey you want to make that cheaply in that massive a quantity. It's a solid product. I mean, $10, you can't friggin' beat that. Southern Indiana, we be drinking mellow corn, growing mellow corn, eating mellow corn. You know how we do it. Shooting hoops. Don't tell me Bobby Knight wasn't a good coach now either. Don't be saying that. Best damn coach this side of the Mississippi. Some of that's making it in. I don't know which part. Okay. It's very consistent. I get the same palate every time. Exact same. Nothing changes in the slightest. One of the things I've talked a lot on this channel about is how when a whiskey sits out, you can get different notes, things can change. A lot of times there's a little bit of evaporation, a little bit of the change of the proof that can really open up or modify the notes you're going to get. This, nothing changes. It is the same pour, left, right, up, and down. I've had this bottle open for a little bit. It hasn't changed one iota. I don't expect it to. That's what you're looking for. You know you want something that's sweet, corn flavored, gets you a hint of herbalness so it's not just one noted and then goes away. That's what Mellow Corn does, and for $10, it might be worth it for you. I'm going to finish this glass and try not to get too drunk on cheap whiskey. For some reason, I always get worse hangovers if I drink cheap whiskey. I think it's probably because I drink more of it and not because there's something in it. But I can't be sure. So I'm going to keep drinking this. You all keep drinking like professionals. Cheers. The funny thing is, if I do that accent, people are going to assume I'm making fun of hillbillies and I'm like, shitting on stereotypes and, those are my family. Like, I live that shit. I know those people and I don't have a problem with it. I can make fun of them because I'm part of them. But people don't know that because I present myself real prim and proper, or at least a little prim and proper, or not prim and proper at all. I don't fucking